Hey guys, welcome to lesson number 5. Now we are with the first half of the animation, which goes like this. And now I want to animate this part where the fly comes in. I want to animate the eyes and the head just like this. You can see here that it's following the road, the path of the fly. So I want to animate that as well. So you can see that we have a lot of things here. We have the eyes are blinking, the eyebrows are moving differently, the mouth is changing, and the eyebrows to jump a little bit. So we're not going to animate that in this lesson because I want to first focus on the movement of the eyes like this and the head, and then we are going to finish with the last details. So for now, let's focus on the eyes and the head. So we should go and open the position for the eyes, and I'm going to click here on the position right where the fly goes in to the composition, and then all we have to do is to make these eyes follow the fly. For example, in this point the eyes should look at this fly. So if I want them to look at the fly, all I have to do is to move them over here. Now you can see that when I move the eyes, the eyebrows and the nose move as well because I just parented the eyebrows and the nose to the eyes. You can see it here. So if I move the eyes, everything else will move. Alright, now make sure that these keyframes are easy ease so that the movement is softer and smoother. Alright, maybe this is too much, so I'm not going to move this so much, just a little bit like this. So the fly goes in, he looks at the fly, and then when the fly goes up over here, he looks up too. We have this nice animation. Alright, now when the fly goes into this position, we can repeat the first keyframe like this. Then here he should be looking down into the fly. Alright, we could probably delete this keyframe. So when the fly goes up again, he looks up here, up and to the right. Alright, here we can increase the movement to the right a little bit, just a little bit. Try to make this look natural. And then the fly goes back down, so we can lower this over here. And then when the fly goes off the composition, the eyes go back to normal. So let's see what we got here so that we can make some changes. Alright, yeah, it's looking good. probably here we could have a new keyframe, a new copy here, just like this. Alright. Now here is too high, so we can take this up, down a little bit. Alright. Now that we have this, I realize that there's something wrong with this guy's face, and it's the fact that the mouth should be following the eyes as well. So instead of parenting the mouth to the head, let's parent it to the eyes. So now we have this. So this makes more sense because now the entire face is looking at the fly. Alright. Now this whole animation looks very good, but there's something wrong, and it's the fact that the head is not moving at all. So we need to go to the orientation of the head and start playing with it. For example, here the orientation is well, but on this point, when the eyes goes down and to the right, the head should be looking the other way. So for example, it should be looking, press the y-axis, not the x-axis, but the x-axis here, and move this a little bit to the left so that we can have this. Now you see where we are getting. Now this looks good, but here we can also change the x-axis to make it look down a little bit, just like this, so that it looks like he's getting closer to the fly to look at it better, just like that. Alright, we are well here. Now when we get to this point, we can leave the y-axis as it is right now, but we have to change the x-axis so that he looks up like this. Maybe we can increase it even more like this. Alright, and when we get to this point, we should get the same orientation as on the beginning, just like this. One more keyframe, and on this point we have to change this to the right, increase a little bit the degrees on the y-axis, and for the x-axis as well, just like this. Maybe a little less. And on this point we increase it, just like this. And then we go back to the original position, which is this one. So far we have this. So it's looking pretty good. Now we just have to add one more detail, and it's some movement into the camera. So we have the camera here. Alright. Now when we get here, for example, let's close the fly, and when this happens, when the eyes goes here, we can move the position just a little bit on the x-axis, not this axis, a little bit, so that we can increase the change of the position. Here we can make it a little bit to the right. Right. Here we can change this to the original position. And here we change this as well. Change it a little bit to the right. And this as well. Just like that. So we will have this animation. Let's look at it one more time. Alright. Now you can see that as we end here on the 6th second, you can see that when we finish this, we go back to the beginning. So that's pretty cool because we can make a GIF out of this. So that's it for this animation. Now on the next lesson we're going to add some details that will make this animation look even cooler. So let's go to the next one.